Today on the channel, it's time to rock and roll. This time I'm in control with WWE Mattel Elite Trish Stratus WrestleMania Edition.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel for the latest and greatest WrestleMania wave, we've got Trish Stratus. But for all your WrestleMania wrestling figure needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, Trish Stratus, no stranger to the Mattel Elite line here, but this one, a little bit of a head scratcher for me at least, as I got no problems with the Trish Stratus figure. However, this figure really feels like it should have belonged in the Greatest Hits line. Of course, the sub line Mattel is coming out with, where they're re-releasing older figures with the new latest and greatest technology. Maybe the face is a little different, and of course, the pinless joints. Would have much rather seen that Trish Stratus in that line than this WrestleMania line, because it just seems more Greatest Hits. This is, at the end of the day, basically a re-release, and I do think they could have gave us a different version of Trish Stratus. There's many versions they could have gave us of Trish throughout the years that we could have got in here instead. It is what it is, though, I think, and I think they're kind of, I don't want to say they phoned in this line, but there is a few kind of head scratchers in this WrestleMania line right here. We're going to talk about all of them this week on the channel, but this video, hey, we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And there she is, old Trish Stratus, looking only like Trish Stratus could look if she looked like Topanga from Boy Meets World. Shout out to my girl Topanga there, but I don't have any issues with this Trish Stratus figure. I think it looks okay. It does got a little Topanga-ness to it, but it's all right. Got the small window box there. There's old Nicholas peeking out there once again. We're going to build Nicholas at the end of the week and rank this whole wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that. Glamour shot of Trish right there. Elite logo at the top, WWE logo at the top. Little window to let the light in at the top as well. WrestleMania 40 logo. You got the logo, the Elite logo at the bottom as well. And then you got Trish looking only like a Trish Stratus could look if she was in a WrestleMania 40 WWE Mattel Elite set. On the side, certified authentic Trish Stratus WWE Elite. Jibber jabber at the bottom. We got the cross sell. We got the Nicholas instructions. We got the tail of the tape. We got the blurb. We got the glamour shot. We got all the hits being played back here. But let's see what it says about our old friend Trish Stratus from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Beautiful this time of year. We'll never forget when the Ultimate Warrior rocked the Sky Dome. Never forget. Height 5'5". Finisher, the Stratus faction. It says the WWE's Women's Division legend teamed with John Morrison and Snooki to defeat Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool at WrestleMania. Career highlights, WWE Women's Champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. How about that? Shout out to old Trish Stratus. She just recently came back. See you later. Goodbye. And then she left again. There you go. There's Trish, looking only like she could look, with some severed legs with her as well. Will we ever see Trish Stratus wrestle again? I think we probably will. I don't know if she'll be a bad guy or a good guy, but I think she did pretty good on her last run. I think most people seem to enjoy it. She got Zoe Stark a little bit name recognition, and she's off to the races now as we see her on Monday Night Raw each week. So I think Trish got her job done, and we got twist ties on her, which I wasn't expecting. Cutting those out. There we go. There we go. All right. See you later. Good. Oh, twist ties throughout the air. That's the way it goes. But we got Nicholas's little legs. We'll put him together later on this week, so stay tuned for that. And then we got Trish out of the package here. Looking interesting, but you do get extra hands for Trish. So you do get a gripping hand and a pointing hand over here. Same thing on this side. I am here for this because Trish, you know, when she comes out, she loves to point that finger up in the air. We could do that with this figure here with the interchangeable hands. That's one of the big differences from the old version. And I guess I'll bring that old version out right now. I'm going to stick that right here. Now, I didn't have any issues with this version either, but one big difference that we have between this new version and the old version did come with the Women's Championship title belt. We do not get that this time. This version did not come with the extra hands, the interchangeable hands, the pinless joints, things like that. So there's some give and take between these two, unfortunately. And like I said earlier, I already have this one. I felt like they could have used a different Trish in this set. Is what it is, though, at the end of the day. But let's dive into this one here. Let's go through it, and then we'll look at these side by side, see if we can find any differences. Maybe the head, something like that. We'll see what happens. But we get Trish here looking good. It does look like Trish to me. I think I would know who this is if somebody handed me this head and said, who is it? Nice brown hair on her, long hair going on all over there. Black top, of course, the bare midriff right there. She's got a little forearm action going on, painted on, looking nice. Got the black and silver attack, all black outfit, but she does got some silver piping, some silver highlights all the way down into the pants on the band or on her top as well. 2 gloved hands there. She's got the old Booker T gloves going on, looking good. And then you got the black tights, almost said trunks, but it is tights down there. And then you got her black boots. So very back in black, AC/DC edition of Trish Stratus right here. Now her arms do go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, one of the big differences here. Hands back and forth, hands removable, one of the bigger differences. Head removable, let's find that out. Yep, the head is removable on this one, where it is on the other one, but you got to heat it up to get it removed. This time, not the case. Looking good there. Waist articulation, she does got the big old splits. Some big old splits right there. She does get the thigh cut. I thought for a second she had dropped down hips, but she does not. But she does have the thigh cut. Double jointed knees, not pinless in the knee department. So we do got that going on. We do have a boot cut, ankles, no real side to side, but you do get the up and down with her. And I do assume she will fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand. Of course, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Back in stock any day now. So make sure you're checking ringside if you need some stands. But it is okay. If you missed out on this version, way back in the day. Now, this one was, and this really fits in with the Greatest Hits line once again, as this was originally a Target exclusive, part of their Hall of Fame line back in the day. So it was only for people that went to Target, found it at Target. So it was a little bit more limited than some. So it's usually a good recipe to be in the Greatest Hits line, but instead it went into this WrestleMania line instead here, as we can see. But the title belt here was a big one. I think I wish that would have been over here as well. Anytime you get a title belt, always makes a lot of people happy, myself included. But we do get the extra hands changeability between these two. But besides that, and besides some of the articulation, you're really looking at the exact same figure is what you're looking. There's a little bit more detail on the new one on the armband, just a hair more. It looks like the same silver all over the place. But the heads definitely are different. So there is a difference in the head, though, for those keeping track at home. That's pretty good there. So you do get head differences and a little hair color differences. A little darker on the old one, a little browner on this one. So very minute changes, but changes nonetheless. But really at the end of the day, this feels like it belonged in the Greatest Hits wave, not necessarily an Elite wave from the WrestleMania series. Would have liked a different version of Trish Stratus or maybe a different figure altogether and then put her in Greatest Hits Series 4 or something like that. That's what I would have done. But who am I at the end of the day? There you go. So there it is, Trish Stratus, WrestleMania Elite. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with my assessment on this one? Are you here for it because you missed out on the last one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to give the old thumbs up. Always helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and the other YouTube channel. We got 2 YouTube channels going on. Make sure you subscribe to both of those. And then, of course, don't forget about Patreon for early access to videos like this. All the videos from both channels go to Patreon first, so check that one out if you want to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Trish Stratus, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.